I'm in my car because today I am going for a piano lesson. Hi, I'm Cordelia and I'm a pianist. I've been performing professionally for about 20 years now. Generally, I don't still have a weekly piano lesson. The last time I had that was when I was doing my postgraduate degree at Guildhall. So now I'm generally on my own, in charge of my own learning. However, if I ever get a chance to play to someone, a friend or a colleague, it's so valuable to get different people's perspectives. Even if I don't always agree with them, I always come away with new things to think about and new perspectives on the music, which I love. It keeps things fresh and it stops me from getting arrogant. So today I am really excited because the fantastic American pianist Richard Goode has agreed to hear me play in London while he's here for concerts. And so I am going to play some Schubert and some Brahms to him. It's probably been about 10 years now since I first played to him, maybe a bit more, and have been really pushed and challenged in a good way each time. I'm feeling excited to learn. It's a real luxury these days, you know, life is so busy. I'm also feeling a tiny bit nervous because it's nerve-wracking finding out what someone thinks about your playing who you really respect, and that never goes away however long you've been playing for. So I'm going to go in now and I will update you later. We finished. We worked for about 2 hours, a bit more, 2.25 hours. And I'm feeling pretty exhausted, you can probably tell from my face. It was really great, very thought-provoking, challenging in some ways because it forced me to question the way I've been playing those pieces. And I've been playing them a lot, and in concerts and on CDs, and I know that the way I play it is good, but you can always find new things and find new ways to approach the music and to understand it, and that's what is so inspiring. And I did feel like a couple of moments where I felt almost quite emotional because there were these new options and new possibilities opening up in front of me, that, you know, potential in the music. So I've got my tea and croissant because I'm actually going to go and sit in my car and I'm going to write down every single thing we talked about in the score so that when I get home I haven't forgotten all his comments and suggestions, so that I can think about them in more depth later. Because the really tricky thing I think with playing to someone is to take on board some new ideas but also maintain the things about my performance which make it my performance. So to keep my own personality and my own beliefs about that music, but to perhaps incorporate some new thoughts and new possibilities. So it takes quite a bit of thought to bring those things together. And I have got concerts this weekend with that repertoire, so I need to do a bit of thinking about how I can do that without upsetting the performance for the weekend. So yeah, I'm going to go and have my tea and look through the score and recover because I am absolutely exhausted. I was playing the Brahms Opus 117 Intermezzo. He wanted it a fair bit faster and more rocking, so it's supposed to be a lullaby, and I had been interpreting this in quite a glowing, peaceful way, and what we were talking about was keeping that sense of peace but with much more of a momentum. The other thing which I'm struggling to put into words for the camera is we talked about the music not being about the quavers, so the main moving notes in this piece are quavers, how to transcend those quavers. So of course you have to play the quavers still, but that somehow you're not stuck in the quavers, and to have this flow of longer phrases. In fact, the phrase marks were something that we discussed a huge amount because, as you can probably see, if I can not spill my tea, the phrase lengths are all different lengths. So these ones are 1 bar lengths. And then you've got this enormously long one. And so we were talking about how that can feel like it's floating. So you're not trying to make a long phrase, not making too much of it, but allowing it to just float gently into that long phrase. Really a large amount to do with decoding what's in the music, why it's been written in that way. And I think that that's why the feeling I get from his playing is this sense of the music speaking so naturally. So there's no sense of ego or trying to force something on the music. And that's why I'm such a fan.